Hey everyone, happy 2024 and welcome to our first Facebook Live of the year. I'm your host, Jess.
And I'm your host, Lauren.
And as always, we're super excited to be here with you guys and to talk about where the jobs are at in 2024. Before we get into all of the good stuff, as usual, Lauren is going to give us some of our Facebook Live tips. So take it away, Lauren.
Thanks, Jess. Welcome all of you in 2024. We're so excited to be chatting with you. We hope you had an amazing end of your year and are planning some great New Year's resolutions. Maybe finding a great career is one of them. So definitely feel free to share your resolutions, what you're looking to accomplish this year in the comments section, and let's get the conversation going. We just ask, of course, that you don't leave any personal information in the comments. So if you're currently a student and you need to talk to us, our phone number is 1-888-427-1000. If you are not yet a student, but it is your New Year's resolution to get some education or skills training to get that new job, call our admissions department, and that number is 1-888-427-6500. But yeah, like we said, definitely chat with us in the comments. Let us know what your resolution is. And feel free to like and share if you're up for it. All that out of the way, we're excited to dive right into what we want to talk about. On our agenda today, we're going to share how you can start exploring new career possibilities in the new year, in-demand jobs in 2024, in-demand skills in 2024, and how to prepare for a new career. So let's start by talking about why this is a good time to do some planning. Jess, you want to get into that?
Let's jump right in. So, this live is all about new year, new career. We are focusing on what you guys have set up for your possible New Year's resolutions. And if, like Lauren said, if that includes going back to school or starting a new job or looking for a new career, this is a great place to start. So we're glad that you're here with us. As we all know, a new year is a great time to have a fresh start. It kind of feels really rejuvenating after a new year starts with all the possibility ahead. So besides setting resolutions and goals, to me, it's also a great time to think about where you want to be professionally in the new year as well. So beginning a new career, or at least preparing to in the new year, can allow you to start the year off on the right note and take the first step towards reaching your goals, whatever they are. If one of your resolutions was to find a new job or a better job in 2024, we are here to give you guys some of our knowledge on the in-demand careers that could be a good fit for you. We do this live every year, and we're always really excited to give you guys the knowledge that we have and spread that all through our Facebook Live community. So let's jump right into some of the in-demand jobs in 2024. And spoiler alert, it's healthcare industry is always a really great place to start. So Lauren, do you want to tell us about some of the in-demand jobs in 2024? And I feel like our first couple are healthcare related.
Yes, they definitely are. Healthcare is one of those fields where, as long as there are people who need it, these jobs definitely will be in demand. Pretty definitely, I guess, can't say anything for certain, but really solid places to look if you're on the fence about what career to get into and you're looking for something new. So to cover off on a few that are in demand, home health aide. Home health aides work with patients in their homes, from taking care of tasks of daily living, helping with household chores, and ensuring patients take their prescribed medicines. This is an important one. The job growth this year is projected at 22%, so that is much faster than average, according to BLS stats. Another good one to look into is medical assistant. Medical assistants work in doctors' offices, clinics, and hospitals, assisting doctors with tasks like taking patient vitals and so much more. That job growth is projected at 14%, so also much faster than average. If humans aren't your thing, but animals are, there's also the veterinary field, which offers several in-demand jobs, including veterinary assistant and veterinary technician. Vet assistants focus more on the administrative side of the office, though they also do help with general animal care. Veterinary technicians assist veterinarians with tasks like patient vital sign taking, doing lab work and running tests, and educating clients on pet health care. The vet assistant job growth is projected at 20%, and the vet tech job growth is projected at 21%. So, definitely great areas to explore if you're interested in working with animals, which I know many of you may be because that's great. Since COVID, there's been an uptick of people getting pets. So, definitely makes sense that these jobs are so in demand. And the cool thing about healthcare and the veterinary fields is that these are in demand all across the country. So wherever you live, there are healthcare providers, there are veterinary providers. So this is something where we definitely recommend you do your digging about open jobs in your area, but they're pretty universal wherever you are or wherever you want to be physically. Jess, you want to tell us about a few more?
Absolutely. So now that we covered those two big areas, which are medical and vet, like Lauren said, across the country, across the board, obviously do your due diligence in wherever you are locally, but sort of universally, except in demand across the board. That being said, in another one that's probably pretty in demand across the board because there's always going to be restaurants are cooks. So cooks obviously work in restaurants and prepare food for guests. If you were ever interested in getting into the culinary arts, or you're the kind of person who loves to cook for your friends and family, loves to host Christmas or Thanksgiving because you get the opportunity to create these big meals for the people in your life, this might be a great path for you. The job growth right now is at 6%, which is faster than the average by BLS stats. So definitely, again, do some digging in your local area and see if this is something that you may be able to tap into for 2024. And I know, restaurants and places to go out and for people to enjoy a meal together can be a really nice way to bring your love of cooking into your career and also make people happy along the way, which is great. And then if none of those other ones are your thing, web developers are also in demand. So web developers create and maintain websites. They're also responsible for the site's technical aspects, such as its performance, the capacity, and those are measures of what a website's speed and how much traffic the site can handle. So as we know, as the years go on, technology expands. If you are a business, an organization, or even, somebody who owns their own small business, having a website is pretty vital to your success. A lot of people go right to Google to find information about basically everything. So the job growth is at 16%, which is a really good number. And if you are the kind of person who, the idea of the medical industry, the veterinary industry, or even, the the food service industry, don't want to work really closely with other people, maybe being a web developer will be good for you, especially if you are good with computers and all of that technological back end things that you really have to be specialized in those fields to do really well in. So keep those in mind going forward into 2024 if you are looking to switch careers. That being said, and in addition to jobs and careers that are in demand, in the last couple of years, there's been a really big focus on upskilling and gaining new skills so that even if you are still working in a career that you want to keep working in, if you are able to master or kind of, learn these new skills, can give you a leg up on possibly promotions or, job growth. So if you're still not sure of what kind of job you want to pursue, or you're in a certain field that may require some learning some new skills, we have listed some in-demand skills for 2024 as well. So Lauren, do you want to jump into some of these really kind of focus skills for 2024 and how they can help you in multiple fields.
Absolutely. And just going back ever so slightly on the careers that we mentioned, of course, there are many more that are in demand right now. Definitely encourage you to check out the BLS stats on fields that you may be interested in or do some further digging. Also, definitely recommend checking out Indeed, LinkedIn, any of the job posting sites that you would use to see what's in demand in your area. And maybe it'll inspire you to learn about a new career or start to pursue something. So just wanted to disclaim that what we talked about was only a taste of the opportunities available to you. But now switching gears over to the skills that are in demand, want to start with AI. You've heard about this everywhere. But as it becomes more common in the workplace, knowing how to use it right can be an asset. So this is something that you can learn on your own. You can read about, do some research on, but definitely recommend you start to experiment with tools like ChatGPT and see how they may benefit your current role or roles that you're interested in. It's definitely something that, is becoming much more commonplace. Another great skill to have, regardless of your field, but this could be a job in and of itself, is project management. Understanding how to organize and manage projects can really be beneficial if you're looking to move up into a leadership role. So, tons of courses on this, something that you could definitely just start to put into practice. So, recommend exploring that regardless of what you do or what you want to do. Another one is data skills. Being able to read and analyze data can be essential to advancing in some careers. Whether you work in a restaurant and you're analyzing food orders or customer behavior, to being a web developer and looking at website behavior, to being a veterinary technician and learning about different types of animals that come in and what problems they may present. This is a skill that really transcends so many careers. Another biggie, communication skills. No matter what level you're at in your career, communication skills are key. They help you get things done, they help you work with others, and they help you feel good about what you're doing and what you're hoping to accomplish. All that being said, I'm sure it's a new year and you're feeling optimistic. You want to move up. So, leadership is definitely a key skill. I'm sure you may have worked with some leaders that weren't so great and have learned from that. Hopefully, you've worked with many more leaders who are great and have learned from them as well. But you probably know that leadership is absolutely a skill. It's something that takes learning and practicing. And really time and experience, but it unlocks so many doors. It can help you get promoted, it can help you take on more responsibilities that really make you feel more creative or more utilized in your job, whatever that job may be. So definitely, as you're thinking about your upward trajectory and you want to take on new things, really start to maybe talk to leaders where you work currently or leaders in your community, and really start to kind of notice the good skills they have and see how you can adapt those yourself. We gave you a lot of information on skills and jobs. I always think about those, like what's in and what's out for the new year list that we see. So wanted to keep it positive this year, really talk about what's in. But while it's great to think about what's out there, the big question you probably have is, how do I get there? How do I prepare? So Jess, can you help answer that question?
Absolutely. So, like Lauren said, it's really easy to be able to say you want a new career and to list the skills that you want to learn to help with that new career. But the next step is how to prepare for that new career and how to actually get there. So, making those goals or listing those goals or those resolutions is the first step. And the next step is actually taking the action to get there. So if you're ready to start a brand new career in 2024, here are some of the next steps that you can do to help you out. First things first is decide what career you want to pursue. Like Lauren said, we listed a bunch above and they are not limited to those 4 or 5 that we listed. Based on where you live, how many, like the population of where you live, the ages of the population where you live. These things can fluctuate and can change what in particular is in demand in your area. So Indeed, LinkedIn, all of those good places to check out where the real possibilities for you are in your area. Um, and then consider what you like to do, what skills you already have, and research jobs that are out there that will help you find something that's a good fit for you. So just because we say that, veterinary assistants are in demand doesn't mean that that is your only option. You want to make sure that you're finding something that really makes sense for you, aligns to what you love to do and the things that you love just in life in general, because when you're spending, the bulk of your time working a job, you want to make sure it's something that you enjoy. So make sure that whatever you decide to move forward with is a good fit for you and aligns to the skills and the things that you have or are looking to gain. Number two, once you identify what that job is, you are going to want to learn more about it and make sure that it is absolutely the right choice for you. So even though something might sound interesting, you might learn more about the job and realize that it doesn't really align to you. You really want to make sure that it's the right fit. So some great ways to start are reading articles about the job. So if you go to Google and you search that job, toggle over to that news tab, and see, what industry experts are saying about the job and the field and things like that. Research how many jobs like this are available in your area, another huge one, and find out what the requirements are to get started, because as we all know, there are lots of different, requirements listed under all different jobs for the things you need to be able to do, or the qualifications you need to have, the experience you need to have. So make sure that you're setting yourself up for success and putting the effort in to get those things lined up before you 100% dedicate yourself to a job. And then number three is getting the training you need. So some careers won't require as much training or provide in-depth on the job training, but there are many careers that require formal training to qualify for the role. A good amount of the ones that we mentioned do require some sort of education or training in that field. So make sure that when you are going through and you are looking at what these roles require, you are also looking at, how you can get that formal training or that education that you need offered by lots of different places, but online training like we offer here at Penn Foster could definitely be the right fit for you. So online training gives you the opportunity to learn new skills on your schedule, especially if you are somebody who is currently working a career and looking to transition to something new, and you have to work through the training for the new career. Penn Foster offers those flexible online training that really could fit into your current lifestyle. So, like Lauren said earlier, she listed those numbers above. You can go visit us at pennfoster.edu to learn more. But just make sure you're keeping your options open and you're setting yourself up for success by learning about the job, deciding that it makes sense for you, and then getting that training that you need so that when you start applying to those jobs, you are putting your best foot forward to nail that interview and hopefully find the career of your dreams. Oh, Lauren, I think you're muted.
Oh man,
There you go.
gotta love these these things. Um, but yeah, I was just gonna say, this is the perfect time of the year to start by really thinking about what it is that you want to accomplish this year. Life is so complicated, and we're all working within different constraints and different challenges. But it's important to really take a moment at the beginning of each year, I think, especially to really think about like what it is that makes you happy, what it is that you want to do, and what it is that can really have a big impact on your life, and then see if you can map out a plan and make some milestones for yourself along the way and make that feasible. But like with everything we said today, do your research. The Bureau of Labor Statistics is a great resource. LinkedIn is a great resource. And we hope you all take some time to really map out what the next phase of your career and your lives will look like. And we wish you all the best along the way.
Thank you
Thank you.
guys so much. We always end on like the same and we just always start
Yes.
to talk over each other. But thank you guys for joining. Happy start to your 2024 and we will see you next time.
See you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.